Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video to the channel. Welcome to episode 8 of our Runescape League's progress. So in the previous episode, we went a little bit rogue and picked the desert region for our region instead of Prif, which we originally planned out. So in this video, we're going to be jumping into more combat blessings, trying to go and push that up, as well as trying to get towards the next relic as well, trying to hit some of those high point tasks. Now thank you guys so much for your support in the videos lately. It really has been massive for the channel and to help me seen by more and more people. If you can keep hitting that like button, subscribing to the videos if you're brand new, it really does help me out to be seen by more people. And today's question is, how are you currently getting on? So it's the first day of the weekend. Have you got any plans for the weekend and what kind of targets are you going for in terms of relics, league points, or maybe you're just going to be casually playing for the weekend as well? But thank you guys so much for watching. Without further ado, let's jump in. A little bit of a bigger one for the weekend for you guys to enjoy. A little bit later on tonight, we'll be doing another tips video and then we'll be going for a bigger progress video tomorrow as well. But thank you guys so much for watching. Let's go and jump into it. So you joined me at Kree and we have an awful lot to catch up on. So kind of like yesterday when we were doing Zamorak and Bandos, I've basically been camping Kree to train my range. Now, whenever I seem to go and get Soul Reaper tasks, which doesn't seem to have a cap on, I can go and pick my task. And that basically means I can just continually farm Kree'arra. I think in terms of the Reaper tasks now, we're at 26. And it's a great way to go and bump up the Slayer points as well. At some point, if I think I'm going to be here even longer, I might actually go and force a Amnesty Slayer task as well, just because it just means I'm getting double whammy on the Slayer XP. So in terms of Slayer XP, we are now level 95, which is really nice. It's really progressing. And our range level as well is now level 91, which is really nice actually. Like, the combats apart from Mage have absolutely flown up. We're also 90 prayer as well, just from doing some smithing, just general like Bone Crusher XP as well. And that is basically going to be what I think I'm going to be doing for most morning, because at the minute, Kree is not paying out. So with about 100 KC, and all we've seemed to have got is the hilt and the bucklers. The buckler's nice actually, because it just means we've got a shield, which is giving us a bit of a range bonus. But yeah, no real drops. I'm kind of hoping for a God Sword. I'm kind of hoping for a God Sword Shard 1, because to make a God Sword blade is going to be a blessing. So today, really going to be chasing blessing, really going to be chasing combat, and really want to go and make ourselves as powerful as possible. 2,000 points until the next relic as well should be fairly achievable, to be fair. I have a lot of points still stored up. I still have the level 90, and that's just a 99 skill. And I'll also have the 99 in that skill as well, which is going to be 200 points. And we're getting quite close to a lot now, so we can go and do that today as well. So in terms of what I did last night, once we go to the bank, I have upgraded all my food and then cooked it as well, so we've got a decent cooking level. So we're at a point now that with the production master boost, we can do nearly anything. I can do Rocktail, and I think in like 2 levels I can do Sailfish, which means that's good. With 87 herb now as well, we did extreme attack, strength and defense, again because of the boost from the production master, we can do a little bit higher. We also as well did a fair bit of Slayer, again we had to go and get 91 range. Yesterday we've sort of like started from 50. Did a massive Fire Giants task, got us to 70, and this is where we've pretty much been since. So we've done quite a lot of Kree'arra in terms of kills. And there's level 92. But yeah, this is pretty much what I've been doing. Just cycling between like Reaper, picking the Reaper tasks, and then going and just AFKing really. It's nice though, because it is like a real solid AFK. The Elder Rune is also as well at +4. We just need to do one more cycle of smithing, which we'll go and finish after this, because I'd quite like to do a God Wars 2 boss, just to see how that is. But in terms of points, I chipped away at a couple of really easy ones, just again like the easy and medium ones. It's amazing like when you have a decent amount of them, how quick you can go and rack some up. We've finished the full set of Bandos armor, we've done the full set of subjugation as well. I'm just kind of hoping like we can go and get the Armadillo one, if it actually decides to want to drop it, just so that 600 points really banked off quite quick. So I think once we go and get the smithing, there's also a task to go and do a full set of full Elder Rune. I make this mistake every tier of smithing, where basically like I'll go and upgrade it all the way up to +5, and then once you've made the base set not equipped in it, so that's something we'll have to make extra. It's just a standard base set, but I think I've got the bars for it as well. Oh, something else I did as well was also go and get 60 Necromancy. Now the reason why to do this is because Herman's a blessing, so I'm just hoping that with 60 Necromancy that'll be more than enough to be able to go and do it. Another Armadillo Buckler, it never ends, but as you can see here, 15,000 Slayer XP, 75 points and 60 Reaper points, so it's a really good way actually to go and force your Slayer tasks, because you can just go and do some Reaper AFK, because you need to do the bosses and to get the boss logs anyway for points, and then you can just get Slayer points from it as well. So at the minute we've got Scarabs, and I think Scarabs are a task anyway, so I'll probably do that before we return back to God Wars, because there's a couple of upgrades I want to do. But I was kind of hoping to just go and cheese the blade, Godsword Shard 1, just so we can go and do that. But as well, that is literally how I've just trained Slayer. For the past couple of levels, it's just do these Reaper tasks. But if you can get something like Zamorak with Greater Demons, or if you can do Kree'arra with Ambulances, it just means you can double up your Slayer and get even more XP as well. I have been trying to eventually force a Blue Dragon task to go and do Vorkath, but it's not quite come yet as well. But in terms of the content for today, pretty massive. We're going to go and try and get as many combat blessings as possible, and then just make ourselves strong, because we unlocked the desert region yesterday, so we can also go and do a cow fight Queen kill, which should be quite good. Also a camel warrior kill as well. I don't think I've got a level. I think that's level 96, so we've got a bit more Slayer to do. That'll be another combat blessing. So I think today Equilibrium is going to be quite quick to get. I want to go and get the Lord of Light. The Lord of Light looks so good, and it should really help towards like combating stuff as well. So that is pretty much the plan. I'm just going to go and finish this kill, then we'll teleport. So there it is, 99 smithing, some big points from that as well. So we've got the double whammy really. We've got the first 99 on the account, and then also 99 smithing, which is nice. That is actually going to be the steel trophy as well, which is decent. And what I've got in my inventory as well is the first full set of base Elder Rune, which will also be a 200 point task as well. Okay, so smithing has now been done. We can go and equip the base set of Elder Rune. This is going to give us 200 points as well, which will be another big chip down in terms of the points left to go. Now, I have had a thought about it. I've actually got 400 points sat in the bank. I now have 4 Bandos and 4 Subjugation, which will be 200 point tasks each, which would be really, really nice. Now, I've got a little bit of a problem where I want to go and upgrade my crossbow to the Elder Rune version, so that's going to be tier 90. However, I think to make a crossbow, I'm going to need level 93 fletching or something of that level. So I need to go and basically go make some ammo. So because of that, I need to go and do another stint of mining, but that might be something I just save for tonight because, yeah, who's got time for that? Definitely not me. But in terms of the weapons, let's see what I need to go and actually make it. So a weapon, I'm looking for a crossbow. Yeah, 93. So 93 is what we're going to need. So really 87 is the fletching level we're going to need as well. We could go and do a decent stint of like mining and just go in AFK, because like Bayonet is quite good because it's just only one. But from all of the smithing, we now have 143 fire orbs. So let's go and crack these open and see what we get. Now the reason why I'm going to do this now is because I might get some decent stone spirits, which I could use when I decide to go mine. I actually did some Orichalcum earlier to go and finish off the Elder Rune sets, and Orichalcum up to like Dark and Light Anima wasn't too bad in terms of speed, so I could definitely go and do that if I need some more ores. But if I can go and get some stone spirits, it just means it's going to be a nice process because I'll just get extra ores for it as well. But these fire orbs really have come in clutch. We have a massive stack of clue scrolls, which at some point I am going to have to do because there are so many points hidden behind clue scrolls. Not only that as well, the charms which we would have got from these orbs will eventually like rack up and be noticeable towards the end as well. Now I do have some Necrite and Phasmite stone spirits, so we're going to go and use those actually. We've also got some primal, not that we'll be able to use them. So I'm going to go in AFK just to go and get some stuff really. I've still got to edit some videos, so because of that, that's why I'm going to go and do it for a little bit and just rack up on some clips. Okay, so the time has come for us to go and do some fun stuff. So the first thing I'm actually going to do is go and kill some profane Scarabites. Now, this is my Slayer task, but there's actually 400 points locked behind this. So the first one is just to kill 15 of the normal Scarabites. That's not an issue. That would be pretty standard. Then there's also an elite form, which I need to find out how to get there. If I can kill 5 of those, that's going to be another 200 points as well. Just a really easy 400 points on our way towards that next tier of Relic. We have the extreme defense, strength and attack, and also as well we are taking our Elder Rune +5 out for its first spin. Really looking forward to seeing what damage can be done with this as well. Now, one thing which I do need to get, and I will get at some point today, is going to be the Fire Cape, and then maybe depending on how well like the Fire Cape goes, we can just go and upgrade straight away to the Kiln Cape, and yeah, basically just making some upgrades. I do have enough Reaper points now as well, where we can go and get something like a Reaper necklace, maybe even looking at like Amir Souls. Like I do need to go get an Onyx, but with the fact we're going to go to Golden Touch very soon, I can just simply go and buy the Chaos Runes and just buy it from the Tazar store, so that is decent as well. But let's go see how these are, and let's go see how our brand new tier of weapons are as well. So in terms of this monster, I can't remember what the drop table is, but 50% chance is not the best. But to be fair, let's see how it goes. We only need to do like 15 kills, so that's not too bad at all. I'm more than happy just to finish the requirement for the points, and then after that, just go and just cancel the task and go and get a new one as well. So let's whack on some prayer and let's see what we can do. That's the first one down. Dragon Dart tips, not too bad actually. There are a few drops on the table here which I remember being very, very decent. For a 57% hit chance, we might get knocked around a little bit, but we can see how we get on. It seems that Mage is by far the best way to go for this method, but we'll see what we can do and if we can hold our own. And then we'll go and try the elite ones a little bit afterwards as well, but we are taking a bit of damage, but we'll get the 15 done anyway. So weirdly, the elite profound Scarabite seems to be a lot easier than the normal ones, and I think that's mainly because you're not sort of killing more than one at a time. Once just a couple of the normal ones sort of group up on you, they can do a fair bit of damage. But in terms of the drops, actually quite impressed that they drop things like Potato Cactus and also some Mud Runes, some really useful secondaries for like overloads and stuff. I only need to kill 2 more, and then that's going to be another 200 points, and then we're 1.2k points off the tier 6 relic. Now, I mentioned before, I do have about 400 points worth of league points in the bank. That is the full Bandos and the full subjugation one as well. And there's a couple of tasks I want to go knock out, which should actually give me some decent points as well. So we'll go and work on that. But I think the main goal for now, I'm going to go and try and push for tier 6. Only because it means that I can get those boots on quicker. And once those boots are on quicker, also 20 Onyx Bolts. What a drop that is. Once the boots are on quicker, it just means that we can go and get agility and prayer as well. Got 92 prayer actually. 92 prayer simply just from smithing. And a little bit of bones as well on the altar. But really happy with that. Soul Split as well will also be another 200 points. So that's going to be pretty much half of the outstanding total, just in quick points I can go and get as well. And there's 5 elite Scarabites down. Really very good actually. Didn't mind those at all. I might actually camp a little bit more because they seem to be really worthwhile doing. So I do have a task of 46. I don't think I'll do 46, but if I can go and get some Onyx Bolt tips, just so I don't have to buy them, because that is actually a task as well, is to fetch some Onyx Bolts. If I can go and spoon some more bolt tips, it might be worth doing, because at the minute, we're actually not dying. So the normal ones, we were really struggling to keep up on stuff. I think a nice thing I've done as well is going to get an anti-poison, because the poison here really does like stack up as well. So going to keep doing a couple more, and then we'll go and cancel the task, see if we can go and get some MVCs as well to go and level our Slayer up. And then we can go after the full Armadillo set, because it's just not being nice to us. We've done about 100 Kree kills, and we've really just got a hilt and a buckler. So yeah, bit lame on that, but yeah, we're making progress, and I'll come back when we've either got a drop or when it's time to go and get that tier 6 relic. So there is a combat blessing as well as some more points from Nat. We've just done all of the combat tasks for Ivar. Can't believe I missed that one off as a combat blessing. It's really easy. The prayer one, you just simply sit there with auto retaliate off and just wait until he does the attacks and just pray against them. So even if you miss one, you actually don't lose it. So some more points from that. So we did about 160 points from Ivar, which really I should have done earlier. Now, something I should have done earlier as well was unlock some stuff from War. We now have the portal as well as the altar of War as well, which is really nice. In terms of consumables, it's just life freshes now, so it's not really worth it. We can also do the altar resetability as well, which is really nice. We've got 556 kills, and that is simply just from doing Reaper tasks. Now, one thing I thought I'd beat the system somehow, but no, once you get to a tier 5 relic, your Reaper tasks are automatically, whatever you decide, you can pick all your Reaper tasks from there, which is really nice. So I'm actually going to go and get another combat blessing now. We're going to go and do a couple of kills of the Cowfight Queen. And what that will do as well means that we'll get 96 Slayer, which should mean then we can go and kill a Camel Warrior. And then that will also be a combat blessing, I think. We'll find out very soon. And then that should be the level we need to go in, and that should be enough blessings then to go and unlock Equilibrium, which is really nice. If we can find the Cowfight Queen, there she is. 4 souls, not a problem. With the Keris, we should absolutely smoke. We should have used Keris on the Scarabites, but you know what? We learned. So we're going to go and do some Cowfight Queen, get 96 Slayer, then go kill a Camel Warrior, and then hopefully that should be all the blessings we need. Then I can kind of decide what I want to do. I can either decide to go and do some God Wars 2, or maybe we go and look at something else. Maybe we'll go and do that Jad kill straight away and go and get that as well. But yeah, we are progressing big. I'm quite curious on where we are in terms of blessing off the one afterwards, because the Lord of Light looks so good and so broken. I really want to go and give it a try. So yeah, we've got plenty to aim towards, and I've still got 400 points in the bank. So we're only about 690 off the next relic as well, and then we can actually get some agility training in as well, because we'll be going for Golden Touch. So Cowfight Queen done. Defeat Camel Warrior is going to be 200 points, as well as being a combat task as well, which is going to be really nice, because that is going to be what's going to get us to Equilibrium. And then I've still got things like Fire Cape, Nex, and maybe another one to squeeze to the Lord of Light as well, which would be really nice. So let's go and do the camel kill now. There's no real quick way to teleport over to that side, I don't think. So I tell you what, let's try and see if we can get to Menopause and across. And then once we've done, we'll come back on the screen to show you guys where we are as well. The points to the next relic is very close, so we'll get the blessing, and then we'll do the relic, then we'll go and do the Firecape. So really easy, combat blessing and 200 points as well. So for the next combat blessing and for the final one of tier 4, we're going to go for true equilibrium. So get that selected. What that's going to do is give us base damage, base armor, base everything. It's just going to be a really nice buff. But the one we're after is the next one. The Lord of Light is going to be absolutely massive for that. But another one has been done. So we're going to need 4 blessings for the next one. So if we go and have a quick look at our blessings, we can see what we've got left and what we can use. So if we go for types, go to blessings. So we've got equipped a Kiln Cape, which is fine. We can go and do that. Hermit is something we can do quite easily. Actually, I've been working on upgrading my armors. Equip a Fire Cape, defeat next, and then finally assemble a God Sword. It should pretty much be enough to be able to go and do that as well, and then move onwards with that. So that is going to be the next goal, to go and chip away with things like that. I might go and do something like Hermit first, just because I think it'll be nice and easy. But again, we can kind of work between everything as well. It's really annoying that I've not got the God Sword Shard. That's one which I thought, with the amount of God Wars I've done, which is like 400 KC now, because it spawns so quick, you would have thought that we would have been able to pick up that shard, but you know what, we'll keep going and we'll see how we go. I am just going to go and get a new Slayer task now because I don't want to do any more Scarabites, and really I want to force ambiences. They're on my preferred list already, and basically it just means that whenever I decide to go and finish 99 range, I'm just going to go and get the ability to go and get some Slayer XP as well. So this is actually for me a really good AFK task. So when I'm editing videos, this is kind of a thing I do now because it's just going to be combat training. It's just going to be nice and easy as well. We will also take Greater Demons. Greater Demons will be a good way to go and train my attack. So go for that level 99 so we can access Primal as well, which will be a nice little benefit. So if we go and change our wards, the nice thing is with Reaper tasks is that they are giving us loads more Slayer points as well. So I can basically cancel and force whatever task I want out of Lapalock. And then if I need to, I can just go and push for more Slayer points with Reaper, which I can pick. So really nice actually that we're not sort of like confined to what we need to with Slayer. So let's just go and see how long it's going to take to get some Aviancies. And Lapalock's like Slayer list is awful. Like it really is bad. There we go. So some Aviancies. So that is done. That is ticked off. Now I upgraded my Necromancy setup yesterday. So I'm hoping that when we go and give Necromancy a go at Hermit now, we'll be able to manage and get through a lot easier. So there's still a little bit of AFK Necromancy which needs to be done at night, but that's not too bad because it's something like I can transmute alongside it, so that should be something we can do as well. So I'm just going to go and grab this, grab some food as well. Some ectoplasm would be handy. Go and do Hermit, and we'll report back once he's killed, and then we'll decide where we're going to go next. Okay, so 60 for Necromancy, a Harmonic Plate, and also some Crystal Keys, but more importantly, a Combat Blessing, and also 80 points as well. So that was really worthwhile doing. The kill was slow, but I just ended up using the Death Guard in Lantern, and it was fine. Like, there was no real problems. Again, another one I've kind of put off for a little bit, but very much easy to do once we finally got to it. So the next one, again, next, for God Sword, we can go and work towards those and try and see if we can get those sorted. And then the next region is going to be Anachronia. There's some really easy ones in Anachronia, but I'm not really going to get there. So it'll either be Fire Cape next and God Sword to basically finish us off. So what do I want to go and do first? Let's go and cancel Hermit as a Reaper. We'll go and do Armadillo. We'll go and throw one more Armadillo trip in the hope of getting the God Sword Shard 1. If not, we'll hopefully go and get some upgrades, because what I think I'm going to do is range next, but we'll see what we want to do in terms of that as well. But happy to have Hermit ticked off. I'm going to keep working on my Necromancy just to sort of like keep it going up. And yeah, so let's go and get a Ambiency or Kree'arra Reaper task. And let's see what we can do, and hopefully we can go and get that shard. So there is a big point and big achievement task I wasn't really expecting to get anytime soon, but I'm kind of dialed in now for this God Sword shard, and also to complete the Armadillo armor set. We have got a couple more jobs now, so I'm only really waiting for the Armadillo chestplate. But we're nearly at 200 KC, and it's been a bit of a drag, and so much so like we're nearly at 98 range as well. 99 Slayer has literally been because I've been tying up my Reaper tasks as well as my Slayer tasks. Basically just been doing all the Armadillo kills alongside like a Soul Reaper and a Slayer task. And it just means that I get like double Slayer XP. So because of that, we have leveled Slayer up exceptionally quick. We'll end up getting like 100, maybe 101 by the time we're done as well, and probably 99 range. But it just means that once we've finished like 99 range, we can go and equip the Bandos set, the Zamorak set, and that's pretty much us at tier 6. So what I'll probably do, depending on what happens in terms of drops here, we've still not got to go to the Shard, which is a little bit annoying, but I could always go and do something like Bandos or Zami, train my attack as well, so it could be a good way to go and train my defense and to go and train my stats and keep hunting for that God Sword shard. So for now anyway, I'll keep AFK for the rest of this task and we'll come back when it's time to pick the brand new relic. So that is going to wrap up the video, a little bit longer for you guys for the weekend as well, so I hope you guys enjoy that. We've got quite a lot to catch up on. I'm probably a day ahead of the clip, so I'm going to try and put as much into the next couple of videos just to try and catch up a little bit as well, because the progress ramps up incredibly well. Would like to say a massive thank you for anyone sticking around to this part of the video and enjoying the content as well. If you could hit the like button, it really does help me out to be seen by more people. And if you are brand new, consider subscribing because we are pushing out the content, and I imagine for the rest of August, we'll be going pretty big on the numbers as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.